All right, good morning. Welcome to day 205 on the AT. My name is Mosey, and this is Rissaroams. Alex just dropped us back off at trail. Thank you so much, Alex, for shuttling me around, helping me get my chores done. So me and George are back on trail. We got about 14 miles today. We're gonna camp just before the Connecticut line and cross that first thing tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow morning, George is going to hand me off to Tom. So he is coming out to pick me up, and I'm going to spend a little time with him. He's going to drive me around, chauffeur me now. So I just so spoiled in New England. All right, so we're moving along. We've done a little over a mile. The first 3 miles of today are pretty flat, which is good. We have a nice little warm up. But then it's gonna get a little hairy. My friend Sunshine, she's about a week ahead of me on trail, so she's been giving me good intel, which I so appreciate. And so we were talking about the stretch coming up for me last night, and she was saying it was more technical than she had anticipated, and it took her a little time. So we are mentally prepared for that. And while I do plan on doing 14 miles to the Sages Ravine campsite tonight, we do know that there are a couple that are a little closer. So if we have to cut a couple miles, then that's okay too. I always love stretches of trail through pine forest. I don't know why. It's just so peaceful. Now begins the climb. Oof. All right, we took a lunch break at Glenbrook Shelter and just climbed to the top of Mount Everett. Not too bad of a climb, steep, but manageable. But we've got what appears to be a beast of a descent in our future. Whew. Earlier this week, when the boys had me in the lead, as I mentioned, I have a tendency to push myself too hard when I'm in front of people. I did, and my knee has kind of been bothering me all week because of that, I think. And so this descent is painful, hanging in, but I'm going so slow, and all the leaves on these rocks add a little extra challenge. It's definitely been struggle to keep my feet under me. I've done it thus far. I hope it holds out. I will also say, as I mentioned in a video earlier this week, I'm a little hormonal right now. And this time of the month, I always just get really hard on myself and feel very weak and incapable. So I'm kind of dealing with that right now too. It sucks, but part of life on trail. I also want to say, you guys know I've always kind of been wary of these steps. At least I've mentioned it in the past. These have been very wobbly and not super secure, and one earlier up was missing, and they just wedged a rock between the rock face and the bolts. It worked, but has me a little nervous. But yeah, I've just been getting frustrated really easily. Like every slip that I have, I take personally, like it's my fault, and I'm stupid, and I shouldn't feel that way. But just one of those days. And to add insult to injury, it's always when I'm feeling like this that the guys I'm hiking with are like absolutely thriving and crushing it and way ahead of me. And that's no like fault of their own. It just always kind of amplifies like the feeling that I have. And maybe I only notice it because I'm feeling this way, but yeah. I just have to ask, who the heck carried this up here? And why couldn't you carry it down? So we're coming down Mount Race at the moment. Some lovely views, but just decided by the time we get to the next campsite, Laurel Ridge, it's going to be getting close to 5 o'clock, and I made the decision that that's where we're going to call our day. You know, we would be racing sunset to set up camp if we were to push to Sage's Ravine, and I'm just tired and I don't want to do that. So we'll have an extra 1.5 miles tomorrow, but it's a short day anyway, so no sweat there. I'm a little sad because I heard that Sage's Ravine is a really pretty spot and would have been nice to have camped there, but at the same time, if we're getting there at sunset, wouldn't have been able to enjoy the spot anyway. So we're just gonna call it a little early today, or not early, but you know, shorter miles than I had planned, but that's okay.